So Kamali, you were at 11 hit points. What were you at? You're
I
at
was at
13.
13 and then I used both of my hit dice.
Okay. Um, is your character level 3 yet? Did you do the thing?
I did the key and everything. I haven't rolled hit dice.
Okay, so yeah, roll hit dice if you guys want to. Abzu, you are free to roll
I
your
took
HP.
the average because fuck rolling.
So how much is your max HP now?
18. Average is 5 plus con, which is 1. So I got 6. Last time I rolled,
You're at 12?
got 3 hit points.
Oh, that's right. You rolled really low that one time. I was like, 16 seems low for a level 3.
Yeah, I took a risk and got 3 hit points, so I'm not doing that anymore. I'm taking 6.
Okay. Yes, you guys are both leveled up now. Quillian, you were outside the grave with both Juniper and Theron. You watched Kamali walk into the wreckage of the inn that you have previously been in, but Juniper and Theron, you guys haven't seen any of this town yet. You can just see giant stones half buried in the ground and like wreckage of buildings surrounding them.
I'll look to Quellian and be like, forgive me, I'm not great on names. Your name was what again?
My name would be Quellian Goldenwing of the Noble Goldenwing family, because I don't know if you've actually heard of. And then you would be?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
You just got kind of progressively quieter.
Okay. Anyways, like, my name would be Quellian Goldenwing of the Noble Goldenwing family. And you two would be?
Baron Everson.
Juniper.
I understand you're a furbolg?
Yes, that's right. And you are a elf of some sort?
Actually, I am a half-elf. My father was an elf and my mother was a human.
Ah, forgive me, my mistake.
No, nothing unusual about that. A lot of people make that mistake.
Well, if you two don't mind, I believe our friend in there has had quite a long day. If you wouldn't mind, would you assist me with clearing up the orc bodies and the goblin bodies and most of the mess outside? I think it'd be best for them to not have to see it anymore.
It's the least I can do, considering I was not there with them while all of this happened. Honestly, I hardly knew them, but well, it's always sad when someone dies.
Do you think your feathered friend will be okay?
I would say yes, but probably no.
Theron's just heading down now to start, stacking up the bodies and cleaning up.
I'll help him with this.
And because his strength score is low, whenever he finds one that he can't lift, he's just going to break it a bit into smaller pieces that he can move.
That's respectful.
Okay, so over the
They're
course
orcs,
of the
nobody
next
cares.
over the course of the next hour, while you guys are taking a short rest, Abzu and Kamali, you hear some grunting and some shoving. Every now and then a shout. Hey, nice crit on your hit dice. You took a risk. Good job.
No, that's healing.
Aw, that could be your level up. That could have been.
Would you rather me use that? Because I already said I'm going to take the average. But if you'd rather me use that.
Since you basically crit failed on the previous one, I'll let you use that if you want.
Okay, then I get 3 more hit points.
But over the course of you guys taking the short rest, you can hear every now and then a shout or a yell or a grunt, while people are, either moving an orc body or taking a great axe and throwing it over their shoulder and swinging it down to chop an orc into a smaller piece so they can move it off to the side and you hear a nice grunt or something like that. So it's pretty lively outside. There's a conversation every now and then. You guys also eventually do get a little bit of help from the extra Zentarim, I guess, army soldiers. And eventually,
So I'm going to be very, very specific about this.
sure.
I rested in the temple specifically for this purpose.
Okay.
I would like to try and search for at least 10 gold worth of charcoal, herbs, and incense, and a brass brazier.
Okay. You want charcoal, incense, and a brass brazier?
Charcoal, herbs, and incense worth at least 10 gold. I want to see if I can find in the temple the makings for me to cast my Find Familiar spell.
Okay. Roll investigation.
By the way, question: are we burying the orcs?
Don't ask me.
I was thinking throw them in the moat, but
You could just pile them up and I'll burn them.
Well, it's a moat, but it's also a river, so they'll be going downstream.
see, there we go.
So over the course of the hour, you do find the brass brazier and the herbs, but you don't find any charcoal. Your best bet may or may not be the other places you've searched throughout town where you have seen charcoal.
And I would have seen it in the, I want to say the clan house, the one that was towards the bridge to the keep.
You mean the store?
This one that I'm pinging.
Yeah, that's the store.
Okay, would I have seen it there? Do I think I've seen it there?
More than likely.
Well, I'm gonna
more than likely.
carry what I found and go over there.
Okay, yeah,
Just
the trading post.
Matter of fact, walk right through the center of everything. I'm not even paying attention.
Okay, yeah. So as you walk out, you can see Quillian, who you haven't seen all day, and two people you're not familiar with moving orc bodies around.
What in the nine hells?
Oh, there's another one.
Who the fuck are you?
Watch your language.
Make me. Where the hell were you when all this shit was going down? Why do you people keep showing up after the fighting's over? We could have used your help before.
Well, my deepest apologies I wasn't here, but as you asked, Theron Everson is my name, and you are?
That's not important anymore. And I keep walking right past towards the trading post.
Well, I guess that's that.
Delightful fellow. Oh, we still have plenty of work to do.
You have such lovely friends.
I wouldn't call them my friends. I only know them for one day. Especially not that one. He called me Sparky.
You hear from a distance, it was anarchist. Wait, it was arsonist. That was it.
I am not an arsonist.
No, apparently you're a deserter.
I fainted. And I don't know why.
I'm hoping my hour of rest is over by now.
Do you
Yeah,
need
so
medical attention then, Quellian?
So I didn't hear that. What?
I said, do you need medical attention then, Quellian? You said you fainted.
Well, yes, I did. I felt, but honestly, I feel nothing different about myself since I woke up. Everything seems to be the same. So it's all very unexplained at the moment.
So the hour goes by, the short rest is up. Abs, you do find your last little bit of charcoal that you need. You guys finish moving the orc bodies out of at least the center square of town, at the very least, off to the side.
I'm now going to spend the next hour and 10 minutes casting Find Familiar as a ritual.
Can I tell what time it is, just accurate?
It's probably about noon.
Christ, it's only noon.
You guys have only been up for a little bit.
Is there a hole punched through the trading post?
A what?
A hole, like, in the rest of the building. With a giant rock.
No, the trading post for the most part was intact. No rocks really hit the building itself, but the insides, it's a giant square room. It's a 20 by 10 room with a divider down the middle, and then the other side of the building is also a 20 by 10 room.
Well,
And
they're
it's just
probably
like
going to-
ransacked throughout.
Yeah, well, they're probably going to see smoke start pouring out of it at some point. Not in any huge measure, but I'm doing my ritual in there since I just found everything.
That's fine.
I guess once I see
Question,
this
are
one,
we
probably
actually dumping the orc bodies into the moat again?
Say what, Shade?
Are we dumping the orc bodies into the moat?
At
Yeah,
this
why
point,
not?
I'll be like, no, just burn.
I feel
I'm
like
not entirely
dumping-
sure this is good for the water.
Yes, that's
Orcs
what
die
I
all
was
over
thinking as well.
Over the place all the time.
They don't stay in still water.
When an orc
It's only going
dies
to-
on land, it can naturally go back to the earth. When an orc dies in the water, the fish just are unhappy.
I'm sure plenty of them get a decent meal. Plus, all of it eventually, becomes
I-
nothingness in the water.
I would just suggest you pile them all up and I can just burn them up.
Nah,
Really
well,
not helping that whole arsonist argument earlier.
I already piled a
I
bunch
guess-
like over here, so you can start burning those. And I'm gonna go check on
Having
why there's a
corpses
fire
around
in
is
the
never a-
freaking.
having
Before you
corpses
start
lying around-
burning, let's get face masks of some sort.
Okay, so
Juniper's gonna go with Kamali, probably.
Okay.
I'm just gonna head down to see why there's now a fire in the freaking store.
It
Gonna
doesn't look
cover my
like a
face
fire.
up
It just
before we
looks like
start burning.
somebody's either like cooking something on the
hothousing
stove or something like that. It's not like a thick cloud of smoke is like billowing out of it. It's just a small stream of smoke.
It's a. I turned the
guess I'll
trading.
open the
I
door
turned the
then.
trading post into a hot box.
Yeah, I just open the door. Do I see just Absu sitting there mouthing words?
It looks like he's doing something. I mean, you're not really arcanely inclined, so you're not sure what he's doing, but he's doing something. He's quiet, chanting something under his breath.
Honestly, I don't feel like bothering him, and I don't feel like having to deal with it. Not right now, and I'm just gonna. I think these were the two buildings we hadn't looked in yet. After we found like the last two goblins down.
So what are you doing?
I guess I checked these last two houses. See
Okay.
if there's anyone here that I'm still not aware of, because it seems everybody's showing up today. Freaking orcs, random people.
Mm-hmm.
Go to this one first.
Cooper, I want to ask you a really weird question.
Okay.
Are the orcs flammable?
Oh, I mean, they're bodies. They're not really flammable.
Everything's flammable with a high enough temperature.
I mean, okay,
Or
if
if
you
you
evaporate the water in their
prioritize-
blood, yes, they're flammable. But by temperature you can create, no, they're not flammable. They'll burn eventually, but they're
Are
not.
there haystacks and stuff around?
You don't see any.
There was a small farm up there which I went through before.
Don't waste the villagers' haystacks. They're gonna have
The-
enough hard trouble.
This is not
repairing
a
the
this is
town
not
as
a
is.
hay farming village, and you don't farm hay in the middle of a town. You farm it out in the fields, and where you can farm a lot of it at once. All the villages here, or at least the farms within these villages, are all various crops of some kind that you would eat. You do find, I mean, the buildings are destroyed. You can pull wreckage off that if you want.
That's what I was gonna go for next. Alright, I'm gonna bring over some lots of planks of woods and everything and cover the orc pile
You're
up
just
with it.
wasting their supplies. Much easier to throw it in the moat. Just saying.
It's all wreckage to begin with. What's your problem?
They could easily rebuild it.
I'm just gonna do it anyways.
So in the building right there, Kamali, you don't find anything. This appears to be just a house, a simple farmhouse. That was owned by let me see, because I do have names for them all.
Jesus.
Yep.
So there were names for the orcs, there was names for the goblins and others.
This cottage appeared to be belonging to a tiefling midwife and her son. The cottage has locked shutters on its windows. The door, which is also locked, has row upon row of ornate runes burned into it.
Interesting.
Question: is it tiefling colon apostrophe comma? Is it tiefling comma midwife, or is it tiefling midwife comma?
No, it's the
It's
tiefling.
kind of important there.
The tiefling is the midwife.
Okay, that's weird.
Well, never mind this one. I don't feel like stepping into that. And I guess I go to the one that's clearly open to everyone.
Yes. So this appears to be what would have been a cottage of an elderly couple. You can see a few pictures on the walls of who owned it. It's a picture of an elderly couple. Make a perception check.
Now I get high rolls. God.
You see a shadow move and dart from one end of the house to the other through the shadows. Just a small little thing.
Draw my sword anyway and slowly move towards it.
Okay. As you move towards it, you can hear a.
Get out of here, cat. Yeah.
I
Sounds
do
good.
hope you wiped off your microphone afterwards.
My microphone? I didn't have any spit come up. That was all dry. Man.
Damn,
That was all dry.
hot mouth boy. I'm not the only one burning some incense.
But you can see a small cat does dart out from the cottage. It takes off towards one of the other houses. You do notice distinct wings on its back, though.
Wings on the back of a cat.
Yep.
What?
Roll an animal handling check. You're not quite sure what it is, but you have heard of a rare breed of cat that is magical ancestry that has wings that are functional on their backs.
Interesting. Is there anything else in this house? Do I
You
see
find the
numbers?
dead bodies of Lathan and Melantha, the owners of the house. If you roll investigation, you can search their house if you want. So looking through their house, you find a desk off on one of the corner side parts of the building. It contains jars of ink, blank scrolls, quills, and pens. Contains the land ownership deed for the house and tax records. But other than that, you don't find anything.
Would I be done piling up the wood on top of the orcs yet?
Are you piling the wood on top of the orcs?
Yes.
And Theron's looking for a way to retract the drawbridge.
Around and above. Cover them up.
Sure. I mean, usually when you're burning a body, you put the wood under it, the fuel under the body.
I mean, around. I was thinking around. I don't want to pick up orcs and place the wood under them. That's gonna take a lot of effort.
Okay. Well, if you're putting the wood on top of it, yeah, it doesn't take too long. And Theron, upon looking at the drawbridge, you see that both of the cables are snapped that raise and lower it.
Well, shit.
And there's a good chunk missing from part of it.
Yeah, and there's a small chunk missing from the side of it on the right.
You said there's a bunch of javelins around, right?
Most of them are stuck to the outside of this building here.
Except for the one you pulled out of me.
Yeah.
I'm going to start, removing them and setting up a barricade with the spears pointing outwards, just in case.
Cooper,
Okay.
Cooper, I use ignite to light up the fire
Ignite. This isn't League of Legends.
It's one of it's one of my class. It's one of my subclass abilities.
So basically, you have the ability to do control flame.
Light up fires, any flammable blob, anytime.
So what are you doing that on?
So I ignite all the wood,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and then I use control flames to make sure, like, the fire spreads evenly around everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, so the fire starts up and it takes a little bit, but it does eventually all catch, and it smells horrendous.
And that's why I covered my face.
Yeah, the burning orcs, especially, they're not necessarily hairy, so it's not the smell of dead hair or burnt hair, but their skin and flesh begins to give off a smell that is equivalent to draining a septic tank.
Oh.
Gross. If anybody's around this massive bonfire as I stand next to it, you look through the smoke at Quellian's face, you're gonna see a very subtle, fiendish smile on his face as he sees all of this thing burn to ashes.
Arsonist.
You don't see that.
Cooper,
Yeah.
is there anything in this house that would be like information on the Nightstone? Anything else other than tax papers and
Nope, not in that house.
freaking ownership?
What are you looking for?
I don't know. Information on the Nightstone, maybe.
Nope.
Freaking tax papers.
Nope. Not in that house.
And the guards done exactly like. And actually, last time they told us they don't fucking know.
Yeah, nobody knows what the Nightstone does.
I guess I just fly back over.
Yeah, so Juniper and Theron, you do see, maybe you're not used to it, but you do see well, Juniper's probably used to flying animals, but you see a humanoid that is now flying. You saw the wings before, but you weren't quite sure if they were vestigial or if they work, but you do see a kind of owl-like person, falcon thing flying through the air.
I feel like Juniper's seen some shit.
Yeah, you've definitely seen birds fly and some other entities fly, but you're not used to conversing with them one-on-one.
Without the aid of
Like spells.
animal speech.
Yeah.
I don't know. Furballs kind of have that a little bit innate.
Yeah,
Talk to plants and animals and shit.
Yeah, you definitely do talk to them and they can understand you. I think that's one of your race abilities. But I don't believe that you have the ability.
They don't talk back.
Yeah, they don't
correct.
talk
They
back.
don't talk back.
Yeah.
I guess I'd land near her and just sit down and wait for.
Okay. Well, we'll say that the next hour goes by and eventually, Abzu does come out of the shop.
Oh wait, I was gonna offer him a cup of tea.
Who,
That's
Abzu?
No, Kamali.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. You can offer him tea.
Thank you.
I don't think Abzu's in the mood.
So Abzu, you come out of the shop. Does anybody join you, or are you going to come out of the shop alone?
Okay, so I guess I get to make that distinction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, you
I-
can have it summoned or unsummoned.
I walk out, I'm rubbing my eyes for multiple reasons. A sprite is following me. I then hand motion and the sprite disappears. Specifically for the DM's convenience, invisible, not desummoned.
Okay.
Because sprites can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you only get to see it for like a moment before it goes invisible. Should I have a character sheet separate for her?
I'll whip something up eventually if we need it for combat.
Yeah, she's got her own stats, and you probably are going to need it.
I guess I'd stand up at that point. You ready?
Yeah, I guess I have to be now.
It's a mile north. You really think we're gonna need horses?
I'd rather have them instead of walking. It'll both be faster and less tiresome.
I guess. I guess I reach my hand out and give Juniper up a hand. I'm like, if you wish to join us, we're going to go get the villagers there in the cave I described.
Well, I suppose you could use my help.
By the way, I'm familiar. What race are you? Not to be insensitive.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm a furball, dear. And you are a... I don't quite remember the bird people of the... No, I don't...
Akaroka.
Alright, thank you. She totally messes it up.
Perfectly fine. Everyone does, unless you speak. And he literally says Akaroka in Akaroka. Or Arn.
I was never good with names. Alright, let's go.
So we should go grab horses and these two.
Heading back to the stables to get the horse that I dressed for travel earlier.
Okay. So you guys, Abzu goes back and grabs a horse. Are the rest of you going on foot?
Oh no, I'd grab these two and then go grab horses.
Okay, so Abzu and Kamali grab a horse. Are you going to go? Are you going to turn into a horse? Or are you going to just be riding a horse?
I'd grab horses for
Juniper?
everybody.
I don't know if I want to waste one of my beast forms on turning into a horse, so maybe I just grab a horse.
Okay. I mean, it's only a mile up the road. You guys get there in like 10 minutes by walking, but sure.
I think that's partially why I'm not wasting it.
I want to establish that I own one of these horses. Thank you.
You own one of these horses? Okay.
Well, they were left behind.
I mean, sure. No, yeah. Go ahead and take the horse. We'll see.
It's not scavenging, it's recovery of I want to say goods.
We'll go
There's
with
a
that.
term for it.
Tell
Give me a
yourself.
minute.
We'll go with that. Sure.
Cooper, I noticed something weird about my character.
Asset recovery.
Anyway, sure. You guys grab your horses. Theron is making a barricade out of javelins. How are you doing this barricade?
Basically taking some of the rubble and setting it down so it's slightly like above ground, then tying multiple javelins together so they're pointing outwards, and then resting them atop the cross, and then putting more debris on top of that to weight it down.
Okay. Are you leaving enough space for people to come through or not?
No, but the way he's designing it, it's easily taken down from our side. It just requires moving a few rocks and then picking up all the tied
So
together javelins.
the second you finish your barricade, you turn around and you can see 4 people on horses looking at you.
And
Yeah.
me holding reins of a fifth.
I ride up to him. If you're coming with us, grab a horse and let's go.
All right, give me one moment, and then he just starts taking apart the barricade.
Basically, the barricade you just finished. Yeah.
We all just wait while you do that.
I'm talking to the horse in Sylvan.
Sure. It kind of just hears
It's the
it hears you and it just turns an ear to you, but it doesn't look at you. Like it just hears something talking.
Animals generally get Sylvan. The more intelligent ones can speak it.
Juniper's just kind of cooing at her horse.
Like how your max HP is still almost equal to mine.
Minimum level 2.
Yeah, you're level 2, man.
Alright, okay. I got fond of magic then, yay.
So you guys, Theron moves some of the stuff at the barricade out of the way. The horses hesitantly go by it. They're not used to necessarily jumping over stuff or running around things, especially not on foreign people riding them. It's a little bit hard to control, but you guys do make your way out the gate and up to the north. Takes you maybe 5 minutes of riding. Make a survival check to make sure you guys don't get lost, though. So
Wow.
waiting on one more. There we go. So Juniper, you're pretty naturey. You're pretty savvy when it comes to living out in the wild and by yourself. You're pretty sure that you guys should go to the northwest. Theron, Abzu, and Quillian, while she's saying that and pointing out what she assumes to be like the correct lay of the land, like the slopes of the hills are followed this way. This is the valley. This is the way people would travel. You guys both overlook to your right, and you can see just a footpath there that she doesn't see.
No, that's accurate.
Yeah, she's like overthinking it, and like you're like, no, I'm just gonna go this way.
I guess we pointed out.
Okay, you guys pointed out. Takes you a couple more minutes of riding on horseback, but eventually you guys do come to here. Following the footpath, you see a cave opening on the side of a hill.
I guess I'd get off the horse and look around. Are there tracks for the people?
Yeah, there appear to be foot tracks that are going into the mouth of the cave.
Mm-hmm. And they're just human foot tracks?
I don't know. Make a survival check.
Yay!
Nope, they're not human. They're not all human foot tracks.
You just hear Kamali sound like curse and bird person. These aren't all human. Can I determine what race, if any?
No, not really. Some are small humanoid, presumably very similar to Goblin that you've seen before. Others are much larger, probably the footprints roughly the size of your forearm, like from forearm to fingertip, pretty big.
Oh, great.
But they also appear to be like humanoid footprints.
So, I got human there, I got tiny footprint there, and I got giant footprint over there. Any ideas?
Orcs and goblins are the first things that come to mind.
Weapon up and be ready.
One.
So you guys are going to approach the mouth of the cave?
Yes,
Yeah,
I don't know.
cautiously. Very cautious.
Do we really want to go headlong into possible goblin den?
Give
That's
me
why.
10
Because
minutes
we're
before
probably
we do.
gonna find like a mountain of like dead villagers.
If you don't
Well-
mind, give me 10 minutes before we do, and I'm casting a spell.
I mean, we're in a hurry, but I guess we can wait a bit.
And how much of a hurry can we be in?
Can I?
I'm finding a place to tie my horse down.
What do you plan to do, though, in those 10 minutes?
Are you casting this as a ritual? Is it a ritual? Why are you taking 10 minutes?
It takes 10 minutes to cast.
It takes one action.
Oh, well then never mind. Totally doing it in one action then.
I was like, what are you taking 10 minutes for? Is this a ritual?
It's not a ritual.
I like to imagine we all just stand there for 10 minutes while you think really hard about casting this spell that takes 1 hour.
I don't think we have enough time anyway.
As long as my horse is secured somewhere, I'm heading into the cave.
Okay. Give me
Rest of
1 second. Who
Must have been
has?
some other spell that takes 10 minutes. I don't know what it was.
Does anyone have night vision?
I do. I have a lot of it.
Isn't it 120 for you or something?
It's 120 for me.
Is it perfect or is it you can see in darkness as if it were dim light?
It's superior dark vision. So it's just 120 dark vision.
Okay.
Let me check. I do have torches and a
I
tinderbox.
have normal dark vision.
Do you have anything, Theron?
Normal vision.
Ooh.
But I do have torches.
I thought I had dark vision, but apparently I do not.
In which case, I will take one torch and just kind of point it at the half-elf.
Same.
Okay, so you both are going with torches. Those are, I think, are 30 feet, right?
Yeah,
do believe
30
so.
feet regular is 30 feet.
I thought it was 30 and I thought it was 30 feet total, and 15 of it is bright light and 15 dim light.
So I cast ignite on all of them and light them up.
You're gonna light them on fire?
Just I'm gonna light the torches.
Oh, okay. Shh, I thought you were lighting the people.
I'm gonna burn everything to ash.
I didn't know what you were doing. I was like, what?
He murders us all.
Let me see
I'm
here.
only a pyromaniac in battle.
Torch is 1 hour, provides bright light for 20 feet and dim light for 20 feet. Okay. That's 40 feet total, 20 of which is dim, and actually everybody can see that light. So you are not stealthy.
So yeah, by the way, Juniper and Kamali both gain 5 hit points for the next 8 hours.
It's temporary hit points, right? Or is it just hit point maximum? Hit point maximum.
Your hit point max increases by 5 along with your current hit points.
There you guys go. And I will warn you, the way that the Roll20 has this map set up, it is very laggy. So if your token doesn't move right away, don't jump it around the map.
Okay.
Don't freak out and spam it. It'll come around. I think you increased your HP by like 5,000 there, Theron.
Holy Jesus.
What the frick is Cthulhu?
I was trying to put in the 22 and 27 so I didn't accidentally think I had 7 max hit points overall, and it put it in as 2,722.
Who is this again? Quillian, do you have
There we
any
go.
dark vision?
I have dark vision, yes.
What is your range?
Normal, 60 feet. Like 30
Say
feet
that way I can
normal,
remember.
30 feet dim.
All right, and then I think you said you were also taking a torch there, Juniper.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, whatever. All
I can
right.
change into an animal that has dark vision, but if we're not going to do this stealthily, then it's
I mean, you guys are taking torches in. It's not really stealthy.
exact.
So what's the marching order?
I'm in front. Crystal and dagger
Dibs
out.
on not front.
Okay.
I'll go after him.
After who?
Abzu.
Okay, and then Theron, or not Theron, Quillian and Juniper.
I'm gonna be at the very back.
Okay.
I was
So
gonna say I'd prefer not back either because I don't want to get jumped either way.
Juniper will watch the back.
Yeah.
So upon entering the mouth of the cave, a couple of things. You guys notice a couple of things right away. Let me put this book down. Bring open the. This cave is essentially complete darkness while you peer in. You don't see any source of light coming in. You don't see any shadows or flickers of any glow beyond the mouth of the cave. It's kind of like the opposite of walking out of a movie theater back into the afternoon sunlight, where you have to close your eyes and like squint for a while. It's the exact opposite of that. You were walking in from bright light into complete darkness. You can't see jack shit unless you have dark vision, of course. You can hear the constant dripping of water throughout the cave. You can, let me see here. Didn't I have something? I think I did. And all the tunnels that are through here are very narrow. Sometimes they can be as wide as 4 feet, sometimes as wide as 2 feet. For most of these tunnels, it's all very cramped and compact throughout here. But upon entering the cave, you do notice that there is one main cavern, and that is what you guys are walking into. You guys should be at the bottom of the map there. You guys should all have vision.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody good on vision?
Yep.
Yep.
Cooper, it's really weird, but I can only see my sides. I can't see what's up in front of me.
Just give it a second. It's probably because of where you're at on the map. Hold on. Yeah, it's because of this right here. Let me, there you go.
But,
It was dynamic lighting issues. So upon entering the caves, you can see, Abzu, you can see perched on a ledge in front of you is a goblin. He's about 10 feet up.
Did you say we see a
So-
goblin?
Yeah, you see.
I see a goblin.
He sees a goblin about 10 feet up.
I
Yeah,
technically
I've
see
seen
2 of
this
them.
before, right?
Oh yeah, you do actually. You do see another goblin.
I'm going to sheath my dagger and pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
We walk in there, it's an ambush. If only I liked their style. I want to take a crossbow shot at the one in the back.
Go ahead, make your attack. I believe a 12 hits, but let me double check. I gotta open up. Is it under monsters? Oh, yes, it is. A 12 does not hit. So the crossbow bolt you let loose clambers into the rocks right next to it, and it quickly begins to screech and yell out and points in your direction. And why don't we have everybody roll initiative?
I did say something in common for you lot to hear before I shot, so you knew this was coming.
Well, I can't see him, so.
What's with your rolls, Hal?
God, Holus.
And
Let's
here's
hope you start critting.
we get to have some fun now. Maybe if I can go back to it.
On the bright side, we're at the opening of the cave. We can run away anytime we want.
You say that.
Do you really
On the
want the
bright
drow to
side-
hate you twice?
I'm not saying we're gonna run away, but nobody got my pun about on the bright side. I'm bad.
I'm more concerned with you being a deserter twice.
Ogre. God damn it.
It's okay, I have a thing for that.
Ogre.
He got a 0 initiative.
And he gets to go last. All right, so Theron, you're up first. You hear the ting of a crossbow bolt hitting rocks, but not any flesh, no yell, no screech of pain that you're used to.
Do I also hear the alarm go up and a rough estimate of how many voices I hear?
You do.
In which case, judging by the amount of noise I hear, and do I hear the distinct sound of an ogre compared to the goblins?
No, you don't hear any ogre yet.
Okay, well then, not seeing a threat from that then, I'm going to draw my crossbow and hold an attack action.
Okay. Are you gonna move at all?
No, not at all. I'm in a great spot.
Okay. Juniper.
aka nowhere near the front.
Okay, so I only have like one animal with dark vision, and that's a cat.
I don't think you should be a cat, just saying.
I don't
Yeah,
think you should be
no.
a cat.
I don't think so either.
Stay here for now.
So, yeah, like, I guess I'll just hang out. I am probably gonna cast Bark Skin on myself.
Okay, that gives you what, 2 AC or something like that? I forget.
It gives me like a minimum 16.
Oh, okay.
And I'll also, as my
Oh, hey, I see those people in back there.
as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast however the fuck you pronounce this.
Shillelagh?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh or Shillelagh?
Cool. Shillelagh.
I totally see those people back there.
What are you
No, that's my turn.
Shillelagh.
No, that's my turn.
Okay. So the goblin that you shot with a crossbow before Abzu is going to pull out his own bow. Not a crossbow, but his own bow, and he's going to take a shot at you. And miss.
Can he actually see me?
I believe so. I forget what his dark vision. I think it's, what, 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
And he will move down a square. Yeah, he'll jump down and run behind the rocks right here. And now he can see you, especially considering you guys have torchlight behind you. Because
okay.
you had Theron and Kamali and Juniper with torchlight on.
That makes sense.
But
Now I get to have some fun with this cave.
that's his turn. Abzu.
15 feet forward.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah. You want to go 15 feet backwards?
I was actually planning on it before this, but now do I change strategies for something? God, I'm gonna have
Always
to,
run
won't
back
I?
and tell us what's going on.
Yeah, seriously. None of us can see what you see.
Because nobody
Hold
moved.
on. Hold on. I gotta check some spells. This is gonna come down to one of two moves. But I gotta know what's gonna give me the best coverage here. Okay, guys, would you rather have an easier time hitting 2 targets or an easier time seeing as much as humanly possible?
Oh god, please let me see.
Okay, I'm casting Dancing Lights.
Okay, those are 15 feet of dim light, right? Or something like that, each one?
Dim light and 10 feet radius.
10 feet radius, okay.
But I get 4 of them, and I can cast them within 120 feet.
Yeah, so where are you putting them?
The first one is going to be right here next to these two guys.
Okay, let me get a... Hold on, let me get some tokens here. Light. I don't want a superhero named Light. I would rather have a light, an actual light. Where'd you say? Between the two? Where was the first one?
Right about here.
Maybe? If it wants to... I gotta wait for the lag, hold on. Uh-oh, my roll 20 froze. Adding that one token froze everything. Everything crashed. I'm back. Adding that one token crashed everything. I gotta reload.
I'm about to add 3 more.
I know. I know. Hold on. I might have to delete some of those people that are hiding up there because that's lagging everything.
All right.
Then in the meantime, I'm going to denote.
You can actually just mark on the map where they are if you change your thing to the paintbrush, and then I'll just add them afterwards.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm still going to denote 5 goblins, 2 ogres. The ogres are relatively center stage.
I was thinking whether I should go Super Saiyan or not, but I guess I have to.
Yeah. 2 ogres.
I'm gonna delete some of these tokens up here because that's just annoying.
Yeah, all of those humans up in the corner.
It's just lagging everything.
So I put 3 really messy blue dots where the other 4 are going to be. And then I'm going to duck back 10 feet behind a corner on the opposite side. And I'm going to make sure that they see me pointing in the direction of the ogres.
Alright, so there's one. Maybe 2. Maybe. Maybe? No.
I can only see one ogre, but I guess that's because where I'm standing.
Alright, so a couple more lights should have just popped up. Hopefully you guys can see those when you come around the corner.
I can see where you put them.
Yeah, hopefully they give off light to the people who don't have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have superior, you can just see everything. It doesn't really matter for
I
you.
Yeah.
can see one of the goblins pretty clearly, so yeah.
It's really quiet again, Shade.
I can see one of the goblins pretty clearly, so I guess it's working.
Okay. I gotta reopen some things here. Goblin.
To say,
And
now that I can see that goblin, once you get a chance, Cooper, I'd like to take a shot at him.
what was your trigger for the action? You said you were readying an attack action.
I was readying an attack action until I saw something.
Okay, you can make your attack then.
Because he couldn't see shit.
You see 2.
Exactly.
Well, you see one that's up about 10 feet behind some stalagmites. He has roughly half cover. The other one also has roughly half cover where he's at.
I say the only one visible to me right now is this one right here.
Oh, is that part of dynamic lighting? Oh,
Yeah.
they did. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, because I've got a wall like right here.
Yeah, that
You
that
can
one.
also move up.
Yeah, the one right there. He can't on it. He only readied an action. It's not his turn
Oh
anymore.
yeah, never mind.
But you can
forgot
attack. He
about
has
that.
half cover though. 6 does not hit.
Womp womp.
Alright, let me switch back over to here. This goblin's going to jump down and come to here. Ready an attack action. Quillian.
Alright, so the only goblin I can see, and I really don't want to... Okay, actually I'm gonna move... I think I will move up ahead just a little bit.
Sure. It didn't really change your view at all, but
Not at
No.
all, but I'm too scared, so the only goblin I can see is one, and I am going to use a firebolt at it.
which one? Lop? Oh, you guys, you can't see his name, can you?
So you're
You
reusing the
named your
names, huh?
goblin?
Nope, they're all named. I did not name them. They came like that.
This one came as a lot.
Yep, this one's name is Niche. 16 does not hit.
It doesn't?
It has half cover.
+5.
Plus 2.
It was boss.
Oh, I thought it was +5.
Yeah, no, 16 won't hit him where he's at. It's at this point that you all hear a thunderous sound of footsteps come around the corner.
Boy, am I looking forward
And you
to this.
see a giant thing kind of just block off the hall.
I still have my movement left, Cooper. Can I move?
I thought you said you were too scared to move anymore.
I mean, that's not what I meant. I meant I was scared to move any further up ahead.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna... Okay, yeah, sure. You can abandon Abzu. I mean, it just means he's gonna get the attack.
Of course I am.
Move.
Right. Never mind.
No. If you want to move, you can.
Oh yes, I moved. I moved behind her.
Okay. Abzu, you are the only one in range.
Sorry, it's not even my turn yet.
You're gonna get hit by a great club, possibly.
I got hit by a great club.
Didn't you have bonus HP from somebody or no?
Nope.
I thought Theron gave it to you. Who'd you give it to, Theron?
I gave it to myself, Kamali, and Juniper, actually.
That's right. Yeah, so you
I
guys
now
just
have
watched
6 life.
a
We're all
great
chilling in the corner.
a great club come crashing down on Abzu's head, basically knocking him almost prone. He kind of goes down on his butt, and his head is spinning. The world is spinning in front of him. You're not prone, but you're basically on the ground.
I took a knee.
Yeah. Well, you took a butt. Took a squat. Kamali, you're up.
I guess I step up. Well, that makes me see a lot better. And I'm going to attack the ogre.
Okay.
First with the sword.
21 hits. For 8, okay.
Then I'm gonna burn a key point. I'm gonna do 2 unarmed strikes.
They both hit, yeah. So another 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so you just lay into him. You cut him across the stomach, and he has a lot of blubber and fat on his stomach. So even though you cut deep into him, you don't really draw a whole lot of blood. You can just see the skin peel back, and you can just see kind of fat try to poke through and clog the wound that you left him with, and then you just punch him once in the thigh, and then once on the other behind the knee, and try to drop him down to the ground. He kind of bends his knees a little bit and puts his hand on the ground, but he doesn't drop all the way down to the ground. And it hurts. It looks like it hurts anyway.
Alright, that's pretty much it.
Okay. We got a couple of goblins gonna go now.
This would be a great time to have a brown bear body blocking,
It would be.
considering brown bears have a large pool of HP.
Give me a minute. I'm getting to it.
Well, bears are nice, but
the goblin
that
up
will-
on the shelf that I think it was Theron tried to hit. He's gonna try to take a shot at you, Kamali. You do have partial cover because of the giant ogre in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't miss it. It would have missed anyway.
Okay.
Next is gonna be the
Hang on
other
1
ogre.
second.
Hmm.
1 second.
What?
I needed.
You didn't
check
hit you.
if-
You
Oh.
can't deflect missile. It has to hit you.
Okay.
I knew where you were going with it. We went over it last week. Let me see here. The other ogre is going to ready an action, but it's not going to do anything at the moment. Actually, it's not going to do anything because it's the end of the turn order. Theron, it's not your turn.
Alright, I'm going to move over next to Abzu, since I saw him take a hit. First, I'm casting Sanctuary on myself once I get over there. And then I'm
So-
going to cure him.
How many first level spells do you have available to you?
Say what?
How many first level spell slots do you have at level 3?
I have 4 available. I've used 1 so far to cast the
What was earlier when you cast Cure Wounds?
earlier in town.
You cast Cure Wounds, and then you casted Aid.
8 is a 2nd level.
Okay. So this would be your second first level spell. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm keeping track.
Correct, and then I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds, so that'll take 2 of my first level spell slots.
Wait, you can only cast 1 spell. What do you mean you're casting 2 spells?
Why?
You can only cast 1 spell per turn per action.
My sanctuary is a bonus action.
Oh, is it? Okay. That's fine then. I didn't know it was a bonus action.
Yep, it only takes a bonus action, so I'm doing that on myself, and then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Abzu.
Alright. You get 9 hit points back, Abzu.
Took the blunt off of most of that hit.
Yeah. Juniper.
Okay, so as my bonus action, I'll turn into the brown bear.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move up to the ogre. And do a multi-attack. That's bite. There's nothing under the bite attack.
Are you using the character sheet, the thing I gave you?
Yeah.
It should be. Let me see.
You said brown bear, right?
Oh yeah, it doesn't have anything there. Weird. It should be. I think it's.
It's +5 to hit. I remember that.
Yeah, I
Plus
don't know.
5 hit, plus 5 foot reach, 1d8 plus 4 piercing.
That's
Yeah, weird. In the Roll20 version, I just created one from the token compendium for her, and it has it listed. Weird. I don't know why I didn't do it. I'll fix it here in a second. Claws, get rid of the multi. 5 feet. 5, 1 target. 1d8 plus 4, right?
Yes.
And it's piercing? Should be.
Piercing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's bite. Alright. There
If
you
I
go.
click multi-attack, does it magically roll the...
No. I just did it, so if you click on the bite word under above brown bear there, it should click the damage now. Oh, or click on bite, sorry, next to the 12. Like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you click the bite and it highlights red, or you hover over it, it highlights red in the chat,
Okay.
and you click on it, the one that's next to the 12, it should click the damage for you. But you get to also make
Can
it...
I roll again since I...
Oh yeah, no,
did
that was just me
last
rolling.
time? Okay, yeah.
Well, no, the 12 was your
That's-
to hit, and the 12 does hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you click on the bite next to the 12, that'll roll your damage for you. There you go, 8 damage.
Alright.
And then now you also get a claws attack.
I have to turn advantage off, don't I?
I prefer it, but 24 hits regardless.
Oh god, how do I...
I gotcha. Hold on. If you scroll up to the top, yeah, you click that, and then you scroll down to general options, and it says always roll it.
Advantage top.
There you go. And then now if you click the gear again, you should see normal,
Why does it do that?
normal, advantage, and disadvantage. And you just click normal. And you also...
I think it crit for me, but I shouldn't have crit.
It's okay. I'll just do the 11. It's all good.
Okay.
And by the way, you now have a token for it. I was working on getting you one.
Oh, sweet.
While all this was happening. So you now have control over this. Has sight, players see light. There we go. So you now have a bear.
Nice, thank you.
but it takes 8 and then 11 because I didn't do either of those yet. And you can just wail into this ogre and it screams and roars in your bare face, but they can't do anything because it's not its turn.
In your bare face.
Ha ha ha. This goblin is going to move over to here and ready in action for when the ogre presumably falls or gets out of the way. Abzu.
I am casting Fairy Fire right here. 20-foot square. All 5 of those dudes have to make a, I believe, a dex save.
Yeah.
I'm using my racial ability to cast that, which lets me cast it once per long rest.
Okay. It seems I forgot a goblin from before, so there'll be a goblin that's going to go after your turn because I forgot to put him into the initiative order, it seems. Align in creature.
The DC is 14.
Oh, okay. So okay, I got you. Let me open up the character sheet for goblins. There's one. So that one succeeded. That one succeeded. That one succeeded. Which other ones were it? These two up here?
The four next to the ogre and the ogre, and any others I can't see in there. Because
So these four.
It's 20 foot from here.
Oh, okay. So yeah, these two. No, that's everybody except for the.
20 feet this way, 20 feet this way.
Yeah, no, that's everybody you listed.
There.
Let me get the roll though. All right, so those 3 succeed. I gotta click on this goblin's token. He fails, and the ogre maybe also fails. So these two.
Hey, they shed dim light in a 10-foot radius, and all attacks against them have advantage.
Mm-hmm. So the 2 that are marked are the ones that you guys can see.
I can't see them because of the dynamic.
I know. I said the ones that you can see.
You're about to see them.
Well, they are behind stalagmites, so even though they do emit light, it is still difficult to see them. So I don't know if you guys really can see them all that well. Let me see.
I can see them.
I can see
I was
the
gonna
ogre.
say, I can tell a difference now in the lighting change.
Do you have a bonus action or a movement?
Yes, I'm going to bonus action and move my fairy fires. One there, one over here,
You should move them closer.
and one here. And the last one that's over here is going to stay where it is. But mainly, these 3 are moving to
Okay.
be along the front. And then I'm going to take a risk with this goddamn ogre and get the fuck out of the way. And back up 10 feet so he gets his attack of opportunity if you wish.
Yes, he would take an attack of opportunity. I wanted to make sure I did this right. Yep. Okay, I did. Ogre's gonna smash.
Ogre smashes.
Hey Becky, let me smash.
And I should have cast after I moved because I'm dumb. I now get to make a constitution save.
Why? Oh yeah, yes you do.
Because
Yep.
fairy fires concentration, and I maintain.
Did you do it? Yeah, you did.
Now you guys have advantage on the other ogre. Kill it.
The other ogre.
I'm working on in the first.
Yeah, I'll just reach over there.
Kill it now.
I mean, sure, but you know.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, I cannot attack anything at the moment.
This one's also going to ready in action. Quillian.
All right, let's do this.
Are you not using spells, spell cards?
No, he's not, for some reason.
That's an ability. It's not a spell.
You can still... Never mind.
For now, I'm going to cast a firebolt at this thing. Hits, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a total of 10 fire damage.
Do you get the bonus charisma damage?
While my Mantle of Flame is active.
Okay.
So he takes 10 fire damage in his face as I throw it right into his mouth.
Yes, he does.
When that music started up, I just suddenly got a violent Skyrim flashback.
PTSD of being thrown miles into the air at the swing of a club.
Lol.
So many draugrs.
Alright. So, Quillian, you now have that in your spell sheet. It's the same exact thing.
Okay, thank you.
I just want to just make it easier on everybody, so you know it's a spell or an ability, and not just like your character saying something in the chat.
Can you imagine if every time he just stood there and read that out loud?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. But
I would do it.
the ogre who kind of growled in your face, Miss Brown Bear, is going to swing at you
Okay.
and miss horribly.
Why couldn't that have been me?
Well, how
Come
could he
on.
not hit the brown?
Maybe your character shouldn't be a dick so much.
Uh,
No.
Oh,
that's out
I'm
of
gonna be
character.
an even more of a dick to both you and the arsonist.
Why?
Well,
Kamali,
for one, he's standing in the back.
I'm sorry, you broke up there.
Kamali.
Alright, once again, sword strike,
Yep.
and then an unarmed.
Okay, that hits. All right. It is dead. How would you like to do it?
I literally just cut out the knees and then Shoryuken.
Okay.
A sickening crack as his head bends the wrong way backwards.
So you knock the ogre back onto its back, and as soon as it falls, you hear the loose of bowstrings from the back as 3 goblins take their held action attacks.
Okay.
You're going-
Change it for my.
Whoa! Hey, I can see it.
Yes.
I can see the map
I
again.
always forget this shit has stupid dynamic lighting on it for some reason.
Can I level while you're doing this?
What's up?
I thought that was what you were doing.
Oh, you mean I thought you meant like you were gonna level with me,
Yeah.
like say something.
No, level up.
Yes,
level up.
Yes, of course you can level up.
2 of us are level 3 now.
I thought you were like, can I level with you? I was like, sure.
He's gonna level with you, Cube. Fuck you.
I know. I was like, sure.
I'm dying at the one big juniper on the riverbank, and the 4 little junipers
Yeah, so here's
in the water.
here's what you guys did. This is what you-
Hey!
this is what you guys are doing here.
It's a duck procession, apparently.
Yeah. Here, you want to see? You can see a bunch of little junipers on the water, bunch of therins, and you have the one square
The
one.
Therins will help you out.
There's juniper and juniper ducklings.
Yeah, that's what you guys were doing.